How's it going, guys? Skoks, Chicago Blackhawks Central. I'm going to wrap up the second win in a row. Looking to go streaking here for three in a row on Thursday night, but 3-2 win over the Washington Capitals. Quite a game. Uh, Very fun game. Tavo, good game. Taylor Hall, good game. Bedard, great game. No points, but he was awesome. Probably the fastest game that he skated in a while. He was uh, electric out there last night. But we'll go over that, go over the lineup, go over these stats, and let me roll the intro. Yeah, so Hawks win 3-2 against the Washington Capitals, top team in the NHL right now. One of the top teams somehow, some way, but without Ovechkin, they're still playing pretty good, and Hawks played a great game and were the better team last night for the majority of the game. Probably uh, 90% of that game was Hawks momentum, and we were in their zone a whole lot, which is great to see. Not being trapped in our zone, but let's just go over the lineup from last night. Let me zoom in a little so everyone can see it, and let me know if you can see it just fine or if the audio sounds weird, but I think we'll be all good. So once again from Ben Pope at practice, updated lines versus the Capitals. Taylor Hall was not at morning practice, but he was in the lineup, and Kurashev is healthy scratch last night. And I know we talked about it last time too. Not too surprised about Kurashev being out. Um, has not done much at all this year. He's skating fine, but just not contributing at all. And everyone has noticed it. Even having him on Bedard's wing, just nothing happening right now with Kurashev, and I don't know what's going on with him. It's just not working. But looking at the first line, Foligno, Bedard, Donato, thought that line looked fine as well. Donato with a goal, really nice goal, the game-winning goal last night against the Caps. Bedard was very, very speedy out there, probably his fastest skating game from the first face-off. Uh, he was just flying. So you love to see that because he doesn't usually turn on the Jets a lot. He's more of that possession game, zone entry, take control of the possession. But he was flying last night, so that's great to see him pick up the speed a bit. But let's take a look at the Nazar line. Nazar, Hall, and Bertuzzi. Didn't see a whole ton from Bertuzzi, but thought Nazar skated well. Got a few chances as well, and I know that first goal is coming very soon. Could have had two goals already, just had some weird bounces. Got a little bit unlucky there, but he could very well have two goals right now in three games, right? But he looks just fine, skating very well, and looks okay on defense as well. Getting back into the D zone, just back checking well, doing some nice forward checking because he does have some nice speed. So that's great to see. Taylor Hall with a decent game as well, paired up with Nazar and Bertuzzi. Teravainen, another 3-point game, so 6 points in 2 games for Tavo. You love to see it. Paired up with Dickinson. Mikheyev, also a good game. Probably one of his best games of the season so far with Mikheyev skating fast, putting on some moves at the net. Had a really nice goal and had a few other chances as well. So thank you for scoring, right? Because he is all speed and no finish, just like Athanasiu from the last few years. Yeah, so nice to see him finish on a move and get a nice goal last night. Uh, Pretty good goal. Just like to see it. Putting on some moves at the net, using his speed because that is a weapon, right? Speed kills in the NHL, and it's nice to see him finish at the net. But Maroon, Reichel, Anderson. I thought Joey Anderson has looked fine since being in the lineup. Craig Smith was out, right? Have a few guys out right now, but Decent game from the fourth line as well. Reichel with a few chances. Maroon thought he looked fine as well. Just a bit sloppy behind the net, because his uh, puck handling is not, great, but he does try his best to keep possession of the puck, just battle in the corner because he is a very big guy. So good game from the fourth line as well. Once again, a consistent line. Looking at the D core with a few guys out, Seth Jones, Alec Martinez is out. But I believe these were the same pairings as last game. Vlasic, Crevier, Allen, Murphy, and Korchinski Brody. Some nice pushes, some nice rushes from Korch. Brody with a goal. Looked pretty rough in the D zone, but capitalized on his chance in the O zone. Nice shot as the trailer and gets a nice goal against, I believe that was Logan Thompson in net for the Caps. So good goal from him as well. Nolan Allen playing tough, just like to see that as a young player. Vlasic and Crevier, really fun to watch. Just two towers. Crevier putting on a few big hits and Vlasic carrying the puck up was awesome to see. And Arvid Soderblom in net. Once again, strong game, stout in net. Made a few really, really, really nice saves. So just overall, just positive vibes, good momentum, and I think the team's feeling good right now. And you can see that from the locker room videos as well. The clips that the Hawks put out, just good to see some positivity from the group after just a downward spiral, right, with Coach Luke in his last few games. Just not good at all. But looks like Anders Sorensen, the interim head coach, is sort of turning things around in a small way, but picking up a few wins definitely helps out everyone. And Tavos looked great, and Bedard has been playing great. No points last night, like I said, but man, he looked great. So that's awesome to see. Let's check up on some team stats, some game stats from last night. I wonder what the face-off percentage will be because, man, we were in the ozone a ton. So I would love to see the stats on that. But I will leave the lineup on the screen just so everyone can refer back to it. But the three stars of the game, Mikheyev with 1 goal, 1 assist. Tavo with his 3 assists. And Ryan Donato with his game-winning goal, 1 goal as the third star. The power play was very, very rough. The first few power plays were fine, but you have to get the puck on net. I don't see why they have to pass for a minute and a half and not get a single shot on net. Doesn't make sense. We're not a an elite team, so you don't have to get fancy. Get some shots on net when you get some space, when you have a shooting lane, get the puck on net, get a bounce, just get a rebound. Things happen when you shoot the puck, so shoot the puck more, please, on the power play. Would love to see that. But looking at the game stats, the team stats, shots on net, 23-22. Hawks were leading in that. Fairly decent physicality. A lot of penalties last night, but 13-12 in hits for the Hawks. Penalty minutes, 10 and 8. 10 for the Caps. So a few weird penalties. We had like 3 power plays, and I don't know, it seemed like 8 minutes. Very, very weird, but facial percentage actually was down again. So I guess it just like it was our zone entries. We were very, very clean last night getting into the ozone, just keeping possession, but faceoff percentage was 38.6 to the Capitals 61.4. So the Capitals were winning majority of the draws, but we were very good on possession and zone entries last night, just being clean with it, and that turns into wins. It turns into goals. So that's awesome to see. Looking at the goal stats, let's run through the goals here. Pierre-Luc Dubois, PLD, bouncing around teams, but having a decent year with the Capitals. Traded there, right? So he gets the first goal of the game about 4 minutes in. Unassisted goal, but that's only his 5th goal, actually. So very, very weird, yeah. Andrew Mangiapane, completely undresses TJ Brody on a rush going into the O zone, or yeah, into our D zone, but puts a nice move on TJ Brody, sort of toe drag, just protecting the puck, and then puts a power move on Soderblom right around him, just roofs it, assisted by Verana and Lars Eller. Uh, Mangiapane, that's a nice pickup for the Capitals. A skilled player, fast player, but he scores 13 minutes in that first period, makes the game 2-zip. Second period, no goals, scored once again. So I have noticed over the last few games, like we've had a period with no goals at all scored. So just decent momentum back and forth. But definitely notice a difference under Sorensen right now, and it's great to see. Just us pushing the puck up the ice more, skating faster. Love to see it, but uh, that's a 7:30 p.m. game as well. Last night I forgot to mention, but going in the third period here, less than a minute in, Mikheyev, and that was a shorthanded goal. So that was our first shorthanded goal of the season from Ilya Mikheyev. Turns on the Jets down the left boards, puts a move on Logan Thompson, and scores that one 51 seconds in to the third period. Makes the game 2-1. So you're feeling a little momentum there. Love to see it from him. Someone that hasn't really done a whole ton this year, but that's 4 goals for him. 14 minutes in, TJ Brody, nice trailing goal snipe from Tavo. Nice pass to Mikheyev. He drops it back for TJ Brody. Really nice shot on that past Logan Thompson. That was a beautiful play by a weird line combo, right? Mikheyev, Tavo, and Brody, but nice goal from them. And Ryan Donato, he gets the game winner with about 3 minutes left. His 11th goal, so team leading 11 goals. Tavo, Connor Murphy, then Ryan Donato comes in from the right board corner, puts on a power move on net, and just sneaks it past Logan Thompson. Ryan Donato has been very impressive this year. So great to see him, just playing his butt off, skating well, and putting the puck in the net. It's great to see. That pretty much wraps up the game stats, but let me check if there are any other updates post game. I don't think I missed any updates post game, but just a fun game overall. Nice to see just everyone playing well. Nazar, Korch, all the young guys. Bedard looked electric. A lot of penalties, right? The penalty kill has killed off, I believe, 28 penalties in a row. So, yeah, we are a top unit right now, but nice to see the team playing well under Sorensen. So, game Thursday, I believe that is was that 7 p.m.? Let me double check really quick before I let you guys go. Against the Kraken, yeah, on Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. So at home, should be interesting. The Kraken always play us tough, and we have not been great against them as well. So we'll check back on Thursday after Hawks and Kraken. We'll see you then. Let's go Hawks.